Welcome to our lemonade stand where we serve you good drinks and conversation. We are your hosts. I'm Sheila.
And I'm Sophie, and
we're
we're
the
the
Tanchocolates.
Tanchocolates.
Oh, that was not perfect, but that was good.
All right. And so for today's menu, we have hot cocoa and love.
That's so gross.
Okay, so we have our hot cocoa over here.
Oh shoot.
And
Right
so Sheila, why are we drinking hot cocoa today?
Because in just a couple days there's a holiday coming up.
By the time this is
Oh, that's right.
yeah, by the time
Yeah.
this is posted, it actually had already passed. It was yesterday.
It would be yesterday.
It would be yesterday if we were speaking in the tense where you are watching it the day of. So,
But let's all just pretend
yes.
that we're all celebrating together now. So,
Cheers.
cheers.
ASMR.
Low key, I was scared that it was gonna be too hot and I would burn
It's
my
not
hand.
that much because I didn't. Anyway, look at this cute pot that Sheila has. It's so cute. It's from Daiso.
I'm a pink girly.
We're pink
pink
girlies today
Girlies, yes.
in honor
plural.
of Valentine's Day. And what more fitting conversation to have than to talk about love in honor of the holiday that's coming up.
It's so. Do you call it? I mean, it is a holiday, but I've never referred to it as a holiday. Like, oh, there's a holiday coming up. But every time I say holidays, it's usually Christmas or.
It's a holiday. I think it's a
Year's.
holiday. But not everyone celebrates it, which is fair.
It is fair, yeah.
But for today's episode, we're going to be talking about love and how we show love and give love in different ways. Because love is different for everyone.
It all depends on perspective too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Let's dive into it.
Yeah.
Actually, before we dive into it, I just wanted to bring up the elephant in the room. Our mics are different, okay? Look.
Oh,
They're different. It's because we are not rich, okay? So we're doing what we do. We're doing what we do. Wait. We're what's the saying?
we
We gotta
We
do
have-
what we gotta do. There you go.
gotta do it.
Something like that. I think we
You're the English major, not
yeah,
me.
well, we gotta do what we gotta do. And we're using what we have. And so we're having two mics. That's why it might not sound the same when we talk.
Yeah, because definitely, as you can tell, Sophie's is a lot more. Literally, she has a box right here that, like, you can adjust the vibrations. What the echo or whatever.
I have a Focusrite, so it connects my mic to my computer. It helps me adjust, like,
What do you call it?
no, I forget what it's called.
It's on
Okay,
the graph.
I promise I know what I'm talking about. I know why I have it.
Compressor,
Yeah, some shit like that.
like
I don't know.
like the
The
ambiance,
EQ.
the reverb.
I can, like, EQ it and
What-
stuff.
What does EQ mean?
Equalizer.
I still don't know what that means.
Yes. Okay, anyway.
So,
I have a
didn't help.
Focusrite because I record music.
Yep.
Sometimes. I used to do it more often than before than now, but now I have it for this purpose. So, and then Sheila has a
A Razer mic. This is one of the most expensive things that I do have, other than my Razer mouse. I'm a Razer girly, low key.
okay gamer. We love that.
Try. Anyways.
Anyways,
off
okay. Let's get into it. So, yeah, we show love in different ways, whether we
Show love to our parents, or show love to our partners, show love to the
Ourselves.
Wow, that went deep.
self-love. And so we're
Self-love.
going to break it down into those, like, I guess those
Categories.
ways. So we
Yeah.
have romantic love, we have friendly and familial love, and then we have self-love that we'll go over.
Okay.
And we're also talking about this in our perspective, of course.
So if you're offended, keep it to yourself.
Okay, yes, but also like we're not talking for everyone that's listening. If you relate, then you relate.
Take whatever resonates with you, and whatever doesn't. I sound like a tarot card reader.
Oh,
take what resonates with you, and whatever doesn't, just leave it.
If this
Right? Is that?
Oh my god, I just stuttered. If this podcast finds you, then this is meant for you.
I was never a tarot reader.
I used to be a tarot.
You were
card.
really good at it.
I was like when I was
really
in
good.
my no, I am not good at it, but I used to be like really into tarot and like those kind of messages when I was single.
Oh yeah.
When I was single.
It's
guys.
the messages that you read, you know, like the messages that you receive. It hits different when you're single.
When you're yes, okay. That's
You know
fair.
what I mean?
It also hits different when you like someone and you don't know
What
if they like you or not. If you just have if you don't have the answers. If you don't have the answers, it's nice to get an answer from someone else. And so I really liked
That's fair.
listening to those videos.
Yeah.
And I really believe them. But anyway.
She does. She
Anyway.
really does.
So we're gonna go into the first category, which is friendly and familial love. And so love, we show love to our friends and our family in different ways, of course. So how do you show love in that sense?
I guess like specifically towards our parents, I feel like I go towards like action and verbal like ways of showing love. Like I do say I love you a lot. I say I love you to you a lot, especially at the end of every phone call, FaceTime.
Yeah.
I do that with my mom and dad as well. With parents specifically, like if if they ask me to do something, even if I don't want to, I'll do it. I feel like it just makes me feel better to know that that's how I'm showing them, because sometimes I don't say I love you, but the way that I do things for them can hopefully, I don't know the English word for it, like,
Wait, say it in Tagalog.
I don't know. No, I don't know the
Oh,
It's not that I literally don't know the word. Like hopefully that kind of shows its meaning.
Yeah, no,
know what I
I mean, I think that's valid. I also like resonate with you whenever I talk to my parents or like talk with Sheila on the phone. I always have to say I love you because like I feel guilty if I don't. Like, what if? I always think of the what ifs, and so I just don't want to regret not saying I love you. And so I always end conversations with I love you with my family and like with Sheila and stuff like that. But I think I show my love in like acts of service.
Yeah.
A different, what is it called? The
Love.
5 love languages.
Yeah.
So there's acts of service, words of affirmation, physical
Content.
touch,
Very little touch.
gift giving, and
Did you say verbal?
yes, I already said that.
Oh.
What is the other one? I forget what it is. Okay, let's look it up. But anyway, while you're looking that up, I definitely show my family the same as you, like acts of service and words of affirmation.
Right.
Let's see here. What is the
Quality time.
Oh, quality time. I feel like quality time and
Acts of
like
service.
acts of service kind of work hand in hand. Also, like with physical touch, and they all kind of work hand in hand, but they're definitely different in the ways that they are.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think with friends, I tend to go for more like quality time.
Yeah.
I like being present whenever I hang out with my friends. It's not. I mean, I feel like my friend group or our friend group, we kind of have similar friend groups, but whenever we hang out with our friends, there's of course a comfortability where we can just be on our phones and just kind of be with each other, which is where like quality time kind of connect, but at the same time there's like another spectrum where like I like will be together and will actually be intentional with how we are like spending our time with each other. And so there'll be times where we just don't go on our phones because we are really enjoying the time that we have with each other. And so quality time is something that we definitely, I feel like, well, am I right on your sense? Do you agree that you also give quality time with your friends?
I think so too. I think you show that a lot more than I do.
Okay, so how do you show it?
Especially with like, because we share, and for our friend group we have a group chat, and Sophie does communicate a bit more depending on the event or things that we're planning. I feel like you communicate more with specific people in our group, and like you are being present there, whether it's just through messaging or just having that that time to plan. I feel like when with our friends, I like gift giving.
Yeah, you're a gift giver.
I love making gifts, especially if it's like handmade, because I feel like it's easier to express my gratitude through making things and making it intentional, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Everything that I make, especially like Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, it like I will put myself through hell to do that, because that's just how I like to show it, and like the reaction I get is very satisfying, because even though it's not perfect, it always just simply
it comes from the heart.
Yeah, I like that phrase. Like, as long as the gift comes from the heart, then the intention's there.
Honestly, that's kind of also like blends in with quality time, because you're putting the time into creating that for them. But I think just like in the sense of like what the actual love language is, it would be gift giving. Yeah. Sheila is a really good gift giver. She will make the coolest thing ever, and like she's given me so much gifts that are like handmade. It's really cool. But yeah. I think what are the other go to the love languages and just stay there. I guess like as of recently.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go.
No, nothing.
No, go.
I forgot. We're not in that part yet.
As of recently, Sheila and our friend group, they went out to Bainbridge.
Oh, yesterday.
They went to. They just hung out, and it was like a good time. And I think before I would definitely be like jealous of like whenever they would hang out, but now it's like I'm happy that they get to spend more time with each other, and like I look forward to spending time with them again. I think back then I was just really insecure, and like I saw my self-worth and like the value of my self-worth in like how people view me. But because I am more secure with myself, like I like to see the happiness in the people that I love. And so I like when they went out to hang out, when they went out when they hung out with each other yesterday, I really was like, I was genuinely like really happy that they all were able to like spend time with each other. And it was nice to see like the pictures that they sent me, and the fact that they were also thinking of me while they were out. Like it really I don't know, it makes me feel good. Like I feel like love is just, in a friend way, is like knowing that you'll always be there no matter like the situation. Because I feel like in a true friendship, even if you go like a year or even like 5 years without talking, if you guys have a true friendship and you come back to one another, it'll be the same. Like it's like you haven't, it's like you never like separated in the first place, you know?
That's where unconditional love is.
Yeah.
And then that's another form of love, right? Like that connects with parentals, which we literally skipped over super quick. We're
It's okay.
talking.
It's the
No,
same. It's in the same. I feel like it's in the same
no,
category.
no. I think it's also. It also depends on the friends, right? Like, we have our home friends, which I personally think is more of a family than friends. And then there's friends, like friends I met at work, friends from college, friends and that type of thing. And of course, like, depending on what kind of friend they may be, the love is shown differently. Right?
Yeah.
Because of how it also goes into like our personalities, right? Like our personality is different with our home friends than, like, for example, my personality is a lot more open with our home friends than with my college friends when we hang out. Like I'm funny, but like very still reserved. Whereas with my home friends, I can really be who I am because they've already seen me inside and out. That type of comfortability,
Yeah.
But yeah, like conditional love, like unconditional love, like definitely not having to always say it or show it, but they know it's there.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think now that you're bringing it up, it's like I remember just like actually it's like having friend groups where you just don't feel like yourself. And like I feel like of course there is some benefit to having friends where you don't feel like yourself because you learn that there are people that are meant for you and that aren't. And so having like I guess a good variety of friends or okay, then I guess they wouldn't be your friends.
Yeah, I think like when like sorry to connect what you're saying, I feel like you can have friends and have that same love. Like I feel like no matter who they may be, that love will still be there. I think it's worse when you have that type of feeling towards your friends. Like this is like platonic love, okay? Just emphasizing that. Platonic love, very unconditional, but then you sort of segueing to self-love, like that balance of letting go of that friend, but it hurts more because you had that unconditional love for them.
Yeah. No, I think I understand what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like, for example, I had a really close friend in high school for many years, right? And I loved them super, super much. And like I would do anything for them, even if it's questionable, like very questionable. But I had to let them go because they were not good for me. Oh. And it hurt a lot that I had to do that. But my life got better eventually. And like, that's that self-accepting thing. I think that's why I get that, the like some people might say you get to pick who your friends are, and sometimes you don't feel that same love towards specific friends, but I feel like no matter who they may be, whether they're gonna stay with you forever, like our home friends, or friends that go away later on, you'll still express that love some way, shape, or form. It sucks if it like you have to let them go, but they had that a larger amount of love. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I think I understand what you mean. You're saying that you show the same kind of love to everyone, to any type of friend, but if that love isn't like that love will not always be received the same way. And I think like that hurt that you get from friends who might have like left your life is just shows that you cared about them. Because Sheila is I feel like I also feel the same way. Like I do feel hurt, but I feel like Sheila also, she just has a big heart. Like she cares about people a lot.
Oh god.
There's a lot of people that I've questioned like in her life that where I'm like, why were you friends with them? But like it's just because that's your personality. You just really care about people no matter what. And so
Oh, you too. I think you do too.
I try. At least I try to do that more.
I think
often
you're
than
stronger
not.
too. You know, I think you.
Maybe.
She does.
I don't know. We'll see.
She does have a big heart, but she also has enough care in hers for herself to know who should stay and who should not, who should go. You know.
Thanks.
And that's the perspective of your sister.
Slay.
Sister,
Oh my god,
so.
thank you. Thank you.
Just to be honest.
Alright. Okay, I guess is there anything
So deep.
No, honestly, that was a vibe.
I honestly had no idea if that would make sense.
No, it makes sense. I understand. I understand.
Only you would understand.
Yeah,
if
you're
I
right.
told that to someone else, they'd be like, "Are we in the same topic or not?"
Anyway, I guess with that, do we want to segue? Is there anything that you wanted to bring up or anything else under the family and friend love?
Oh, family specifically. Love, unconditionally loving your family is super important, but this could be just a thing I'm going to say to you all or just to us too, is that you can love a family member but also not accept the actions that they do.
Oh yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. I
Yeah.
don't know if I 100. Never mind. Let me take that back. You can. I feel like, in my opinion, I think you can accept that they're your family member, but not agree with what they believe in.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you don't have to love them. Because family, you don't have, because you choose your family. At least I believe you choose your family. You can believe what you want.
I'm not saying I'm disagreeing with you or agreeing with you. I'm reevaluating what I'm saying. Because what I mean is that
Slay.
I 100% agree. I think the way that I worded out might have been weird, but it's more of like maybe showing an example will make sense. Like we have family members who don't have the same political or religious beliefs as we do, and to an extent it becomes questionable in terms of morality for at least me and you, and we don't do anything or we don't say anything for the most part because we know that they're a family, but of course we approach and acknowledge as much as we can, but knowing that they're blood, and then everyone else in our family will start fighting against us towards if we're fighting against them, because Filipinos are very family based, family humans yeah. And we super love or at least we try to love every single person that's in our family, and family comes first. But if it's with conflicting views, we don't. I don't know if I'm explaining.
Yeah. You can't really do anything about it. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, you
can't. They're always gonna be in your lives. You can just choose either not to engage, not to. Yeah, I guess not to engage with them, not to.
Engage, just in general.
Engage. Honestly, just
no conversation, no reaction.
Or you can have a conversation, but it's not gonna be a conversation that goes deep where you can build your relationship because you choose not to. And so, yeah, that's that. I agree. I 100% agree.
I think in terms of both of our opinions, it does differ still, because you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong about you don't have to love your family members.
But you choose to love your family members.
Yeah.
For me, I think for me it's not that way. I will choose my family, and if it means not considering them as my chosen family, then I will not choose them as family. Especially if it physically and emotionally damages someone else or someone else in the family as well, then I won't consider them as family. Okay, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else that you kind of want to touch on?
You keep asking me that. How about you?
Because honestly, that's all I have.
I already said.
That's all I have to say about family and friends. I love all my family and friends. So if you are listening and you're my friend or my family member, then I love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. and supporting us. Like, we wouldn't be the people that we are now without you. Right?
Yes.
I think so.
And we'll have some people guest in our
I know.
podcast.
I already, like, a bunch of them have already, all at once, is like, are you gonna have guests?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for it.
It's gonna be fun. Okay, so the next category we have under love is romantic love. And so Sheila and I,
Okay.
not
go ahead.
unfortunately,
All right,
Sheila and
say
I
it.
are fortunately in relationships.
Were you gonna say unfortunately?
Yes, yeah. Sorry. I didn't
We
mean it.
unfortunately have partners, so,
So we-
back off.
No, we fortunately have. We are both in relationships, and so we feel like we can speak on like our behalfs at least. But yeah, how do you show love in your relationship?
Oh,
So you've been with John. John is her partner.
I love how you're talking for me.
Sorry. Well, I mean, but like, so you.
I'm teasing you. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm not hurt.
I'm just gonna say.
Anyway, so how long have you been with John?
I've been with John for 3 years now. I think about to be 3. About to be 3 years. Yes.
Okay, Slay. That's how do you show love to him?
So gift giving, but amplified on gift giving. Like, I when it comes to like making gifts and John's involved, I will make his first and make it last for a while. Like, it has to be a very, very extravagant gift in my hands, at least. I think so, because it makes me feel good when I see that he looks
oh my
like
god, I
love
love you.
it gives me butterflies.
Yeah, like Sheila right now. Well, he won't see this. He won't.
No, he
by
will.
the time. No,
you
by
can't
the
say it. It's a surprise. Don't say it.
Sheila, by the time this is posted,
Oh.
he's already gotten it.
Oh yeah, good point.
So
Okay.
she is making him
Fortune cookies. Not real
like-
ones to eat, but
like paper fortune cookies. Like, she's handcrafting every single fortune cookie, and like, that's so cool. Like, when she told me about it, I was like, what the heck? Like, who would have thought of that? But she did. So
I did.
she's really creative, honestly. Like,
I thought it'd be fun. I thought it'd be a fun, calming thing, but I lied. I lied to myself. Don't put yourself through that hardship.
Yes.
It's cute at the end. I think, last thing, I feel like another way I show love is quality time. At least I try to. Me and John are both teachers, and so because of that, like, our schedules conflict with each other, because we are our time to hang out and stuff like that, or go on dates, gets conflicted and constrained to only the weekend. So even if it is on the weekday, I like to try to find that little window of time where, like, even after a shift, even if I'm tired, like, checking in on him to see, like, how he's doing. He does the same, which is nice, because that's, like, something we both non-verbally agreed on, like, checking in on each other, calling. He's like my safe space.
That's nice.
So yeah, at least that's how I show love. How about you? I'm pretty sure it's similar, right?
Actually, before, I definitely was more of like a quality time acts of service person when I started dating my partner. But now it kind of moved to physical touch.
Oh.
Like, I love just like being near my partner. I love cuddling. And I think quality time definitely is up there. Like, I think similar to you, me and my partner, his name is Johan. So I don't have to constantly say partner. Anyway, me and Johan, we have like different work schedules as well. Well, actually, sorry, you have the same work schedules, but me and Johan have different work schedules, we live together. And so, despite living together, we don't get much time to spend with one another. Even if we are at home, because we have our own responsibilities, it's hard to find time to just spend time with each other. And so the time that we do have with one another, we definitely value a lot. Like on Fridays, that's like our only day where we have for each other, and we try to reserve that for just like some time with each other, even if it's just for like a couple hours or so. We won't spend the whole day, of course, because we do want to respect each other's like time, but we do try to find some time with one another. And then, like I said, like physical touch, like I used to not be a physical touch person, but now I love it.
Holding
I love physical touch.
hands.
Yeah, I just like showing them in like a nonverbal way that I'm like still there. So like sometimes like when we're having a conversation with other people and we're like at like a restaurant and I'm sitting next to Johan, like we'll have a conversation with them, and just to show that I'm still present with Johan, I'll like touch his leg just to let him know like, hey, I'm still here. Or like I'll rub his back. And stuff like that. So
Oh,
that's me.
cute.
That's me.
Would you say that he shares pretty much like similar love language?
He's a very acts of service person.
Okay.
I feel like we both like physical touch in a way, but he loves acts of service. Like he will do things for me, just because he wants to, even if he's bad. I remember. Okay, I'm gonna expose myself. I'm gonna expose each other. But we were fighting. Well, not fighting, but we just had an argument. And so we were just like in two separate rooms, or like we were just doing two separate things. And even if we were like in an argument, he still brought dinner to me.
Like, here you go.
It was so funny because like I was just doing my own thing. He comes into the room, puts the food into my lap, and then he leaves. Like, oh my god. I just thought it was like
That's
so cute. Like,
sweet.
yeah, it is sweet. But like even with that, he's a very active service person. And then he also likes quality. I feel like he likes quality time too. Like he likes spending time with one another. I will say I do more than him, I like words of affirmation. I like to know that I feel loved verbally as well. And so I love words of affirmation. So please tell me that you love me.
Oh,
Not just Johan, but like everyone else. Like I think I just have that in me where like I have security in like the way people like show their love to me verbally.
yeah.
And so I get really hurt when like
No one loves you.
no, when someone doesn't say
That
something.
they love you.
No, that's why I love compliments. Compliments
Oh,
are like
yeah.
like something that I really love because I'm a words of affirmation girl. So
That's fair. It gives you the
yeah.
butterflies. You're like,
Yes.
oh, stop.
Right? Like, oh my god. Actually, yeah, so before I used to like say, oh my god, stop. Like, that's not me. But now,
You say
because I feel like I'm more secure with myself. I say thank you, like, oh my god, thank you. And then I return a compliment back. I've learned to do that now. It's cool.
I'm still in the works. I'm still training
That's okay.
myself to
That's
do that.
okay. But anyway, I want to return the question to you though. Like, do you think John has the same or have the same love languages as you?
Ooh. Slightly. I think his love language is touch.
Okay.
He loves cuddles. I love cuddles. I'm exposing him right now. Sorry. He likes hugs and like of course like kisses and stuff like that. Like the normal partner things, right? Holding hands.
Yeah.
I think I also like that a little bit more than he does, but just being in the same proximity as each other
I see.
is like very, especially with being teachers and being a teacher is such a tedious job. Like just being in the same room, even just next to each other, it like comforts him, but also comforts me too. You know
That's
what I mean?
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, definitely physical touch. It leans towards him a lot more. And then quality time is what we share. I think he does it a lot more now, than before in the beginning of our relationship. I showed it a lot more in our first year, but as we're, we're both full-time job and like I feel like he even tries to get noodles sometimes at the end of the day, like, do you want to come along?
Oh,
Even
that's
if
nice.
it's with the boys, like he always seems to invite me to his dinner hangouts with the boys. I'm just like,
Okay,
are you
because you're one of the
sure?
boys. You're one of the boys.
I like, it's weird to code switch, like, because like I'm so giddy and like myself,
Yes,
like I'm like,
yeah.
oh honey, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
But when it's me, him, and then the boys, it's always like, do you like Genshin? Like, how's it going with the games?
How's it going with the games, bro?
Like,
gamer girl, we love
or
that.
like we would talk. Sometimes we talk about like work, and a lot of his friends are like engineers or working in like Google and stuff like that, and or like just some sort of similar job, and then they're just me. I'm just like, yeah, children.
I love that, and that's also John too,
It
though.
is
So you guys
John.
can share that with each other.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but I work with the youngins. John works with the tough, like the.
But technically, he's still young. He still works with younger kids. So
Yeah.
you guys majored in the same thing. You guys.
That's true.
Good.
I think it's because like his friends John has a lot more like funny like stories to share with the boys about like his like teaching experiences, because the fifth graders, they know, like, they have new terms and memes that like,
Yeah.
sometimes like
skibbity and sigma. Bro, what the hell?
Riz.
What? No, Riz. I can-
Rizzler.
Oh my God.
This is Skibbity or something like that.
I don't.
Sorry, it's
understand.
weird. And that's why I keep it to the tiny one, the tiny humans.
Because they can't even comprehend
They
like
can't.
anything that
They
goes
still-
on.
Until they reach a certain age. And
Yeah,
then I'm
that's
just
true.
like, I'm
It's
not
so
your teacher
sad.
anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's actually really sad. I feel like
It
the generations that
sucks.
are coming up, but
It
I also
sucks.
feel like they're more prepared
They are more prepared.
than
We were.
we were. Yeah, because back then we didn't have, I guess, the knowledge and resources that are now present to this day, especially with the age group that we work with, or that
Oh, that's true.
I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, like, I'm happy that they, it's.
I think they're more educated. They're
Yes,
more.
yeah.
They have
There you go.
access
There you
to
go. I was trying to find the,
The
words
word.
to say. Like, what am I doing? It's the hot chocolate.
They have
Also,
more,
we're hungry. Sorry.
I know, I haven't eaten yet, but I feel like they also have the more resources.
Yeah,
You know,
which is good. I'm glad. Like,
That's
we just need to
good
be
for
hopeful.
them.
We just definitely need to be hopeful for our future and for the next generations, of course.
A lot of them, I think they know.
Yes.
I think they know. But yeah, so he definitely likes the showtime.
That was-
And then we're going back
Okay.
to the original topic.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, definitely time. Whether it's with other friends and whatnot, he always tries to bring me along.
That's nice. I'm
Which is nice.
yeah, he's
I like it.
John is great.
Do it more. Invite me more.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say no.
Yes.
What the fuck?
All right.
I
guess-
how would you, before we go into like our self-love and stuff like that, maybe it can help connect, but how would, like, what advice, especially now that we're both in a long-term healthy relationship, right? And I know both of us have experienced tough ones, tough ones previously, but like with the relationship you have now and reflecting quickly about what you've experienced, like, what advice would you share in terms of love, but
I
also
will share.
you know
Okay.
what I mean, just in general.
I will say that love is a choice. Love
Ooh.
is an action. And whoever you do decide to love, they're not going to be the same person every single day.
Oh.
One day they may be like really happy and give you so much attention. The next day they might be really busy and not give you the attention that you may want. But you choose to love them no matter who they are, no matter their flaws, no matter their whatever, whoever they are. And so I think with that, I think that's why a lot of people like tend to like stop liking someone when they get the ick, because they actively choose not to work on that with them, or like communicate that ick with them. Because even if you really loved someone, that ick wouldn't bother you. At least it would be an ick, but it wouldn't phase you, because there are some things that Johan has done in the past that gave me an ick, but because I chose to work through that, I have the relationship that I have with him right now. And he probably has gotten the ick with me too, but he chose to stick with me. And so, yeah, I would say love is an action. You choose to love someone no matter. Yeah, it is a choice. So you choose to love someone no matter who they are, and use your best judgment, honestly.
Especially if you've experienced so much.
Yes, I agree.
Don't make the same mistakes.
I agree.
Don't make the same mistakes.
I mean, you can make the same mistakes, but you
learn from them.
You need to learn from them.
I think there's a limit to how many.
Yes, of course. I feel like one is overdoing it. One is not overdoing it, but one is, what is the saying?
There is a saying for that.
Like, you know what? No, let's.
I love how we're both blinking.
We're not gonna be.
You know what we mean,
yes,
right?
So
don't
make the mistake once. Oh, fool me once.
All I remember is fool me once.
Something. Fool me twice. You're being an idiot.
Oh, something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Don't something make the same mistake.
Anyway, what is your advice to, I guess, about love, about romantic love, that you would like to give?
Oh, shoot. I love how I asked that, and I don't even know the answer. I think one advice I would say is that don't let love blind you. And hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. Love, especially if it's like romantic love, can block you from seeing reality.
Ooh, okay.
Reality enough for you to respect yourself and to respect others, and will make you do things that you will regret later on. So this entire show is like, love can come in different ways, and there's also toxic love. And I know there's like I guess there's a side of people nowadays, especially now in modern society, like toxic love is like a kink, or like, like, oh my gosh, like, please hurt me, that type of thing. Like, of course, your preference, I'm not judging here, but also realistically, that's not healthy. It's not good, and even if you think that you can fix someone, you can't, so take it upon yourself, make your own judgment, but don't let love blind you from seeing the real thing, or seeing the reality of your life, because you're just gonna go backwards,
And what's meant for you will be for you.
Mm-hmm.
If someone isn't showing you that they love you in the first place, well, I also think that there is of course a line where it's like, a person won't show you that they love you right away.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you gotta get to know the person, but at the same time, like, you'll know that they don't like you.
Yeah, especially like no matter what actions they made, it's gonna be obvious.
Yeah,
it's gonna be super obvious. So.
But there's also like people who love bomb, and that's not okay.
That's a love bomb.
It's like when you give a bunch of love to a person, like, all at once, and then once they're done, they'll like push you away. Yeah,
that's a term. That's a thing.
Yeah,
what's the point of that?
Because they're so interested at the very beginning, and then they realize that they don't like you anymore, and so they stop.
That's mean.
There's also, I think that also connects to like, don't let love blind you, because sometimes that kind of love is not true.
Oh, that's sad.
It is sad, and a lot of people go through that. I've gone through that before, and it's like, shoot, it's messy. It's really messy, but Anyway, that is good advice though. That is good advice.
Yeah. Don't try not to waste years.
Try not to waste years.
But then whatever mistakes you make, will build you up to be the person now. I feel like you always say that to me all the time.
No, yeah. Honestly, you learn
all
from
my
your
mistakes. All my mistakes led me to John.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Oh, so you're okay.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, so on to our last category, which is self-love.
Yeah.
And how you show your self-love. And so I think it's definitely different. Not I think. I know it's different for everyone because you can do whatever you want to do to show your self-love. And so Sheila, how do you show yourself some love when you need it? Or even when you want it, honestly.
Oh. Okay, I'm reacting like this not because I don't love myself, but let's see. I guess trying different ways to heal myself.
Oh, you're going deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's a general thing because back when we were in COVID, I went through therapy. But that didn't last that long because I don't have money.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not in therapy anymore, but that was one way I showed love. To myself. Another way is especially now, doing different hobbies to keep me preoccupied, especially with like the stress of work and like other social blah 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 blah, like focusing on the things that I really like to do, like journaling or gaming, watching ASMR videos, that type of thing, and it sounds simple, but I feel like it heals my little inner child just a little bit, just a teeny bit. Yeah.
No, I like that. Honestly, like I mentioned, like it's all dependent on who you are and like what you like to do.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I think it changes over time, right?
Yeah. Of course, you find other activities that you enjoy doing.
Even hanging out with you is a form of
honestly,
love
I
myself.
agree. I like have a self-care bingo card that my boss gave me actually, and on one of the slots I put hang out with Sheila because I love hanging out with Sheila. Like it's just different. It's just different when you hang out with your sister. And then when you hang out with your friends or just when you hang out with your boyfriend and all of that. Your sister is just different. So, I like hanging out with Sheila. And then this is also like hanging out too.
I think it's another reason why we started this podcast.
Another reason why we started this podcast is so that we can we force ourselves to spend time with each other because now that we don't live with each other, it's hard to we've lived with each other for
we were roommates
most of our whole lives up until last year where I moved out. And so now that we are not together, it's hard to find the time because we live so far from each other.
I hate driving.
It's not even like it's pretty far. Like
I really hate it. It's
honestly,
scary.
if I will trek like the mountains for you, but doing that over and over again can get tiresome.
Yeah.
And so
I think after that snow drive,
yes,
I'm traumatized.
Sheila came over, and it was snowing, and she drove in the snow, and so I was like, yeah. And so we live far away. If I live closer, I would definitely hang out with you more, but it's just hard. It's hard to find the time, and especially with like our responsibilities and stuff like that. But this podcast is definitely something that I think it's self-care for me. I like fun. Talking out my stuff with you.
Ranting it out.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Especially like especially if it's like topics where we're not comfortable talking even to our partners about.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I agree.
Oh.
Okay, we need to hurry up here.
I know, we're like, why is this long pause?
For me, I think how I like to give self-care.
Your turn.
Yeah, my turn. Well, how I like to give myself some self-care is just like, sometimes I just like making coffee, like in the morning, like, or making matcha. Like, it's not an addiction.
It's a caffeine addict.
No, I'm not an addict. I don't think I have an addiction. I know when like it's a limit to stop. Like when I find myself really like dehydrated, I know I've had too much coffee, and so I'll go in like a week long cleanse or something like that.
That's smart.
But anyway, yeah, I like to make coffee in the morning, like finding time for myself in the morning, because now that I have a dog, it's hard to find the time. And so it's like the fact that I can separate my life and do my own thing by myself is nice. I like to work out. I used to work out often, but now that I don't have the time, like it's like honestly a gift whenever I do have the time to
Go to
find,
the gym.
yeah, like go to the gym. I was like last year I was on my grind. I went to the gym every day.
That's
Well,
so
not
nice.
because, well, I mean in a healthy way, of course. It's like I just want to, like, I found like peace at the gym. And so whenever I didn't go to the gym, I also made it a routine for myself. So not going to gym was like
weird
to me. If I didn't go to the gym, I would like work out at home or do some workout or do like 30 push-ups for the day or something like that. Anyway, and then I also just like, I love journaling. Like I love artsy stuff. I love being creative. I love editing videos. I love all of that stuff. So being artsy is like similar to Sheila. Like I think that's self-care for me. And then I think overall I just like doing things by myself. I think before I like hated being by myself and doing things on my own, but now it's just like I just need the time alone. Like I just need to decompress, like get away from people right now because I'm getting overstimulated, and just having the time to myself is nice. I value that a lot, so that's my self-care.
I like that.
Yeah.
Especially because you work with so many people.
Yeah, I think with our jobs, we're always like working with people, talking with people, and so just having the time to ourselves to do whatever we want to do is nice.
Quiet.
Yeah. Sometimes I like get overstimulated with Johan. So like just having the time like that we have separate to ourselves is nice. Like I think it's the first time that I was able to realize that when like I got with Johan or when we started dating. Our time to ourselves is so valuable because now that we live with each other, it's like I see you every day, so it's nice to just be alone. But yeah, that's my self-care. I think we're going on a little too long, and so you want to add anything before we end this?
I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day.
Yes. I hope you guys have a great
tense.
Valentine's Day too.
Yeah.
Or had a great Valentine's
I
Day.
feel like Valentine's Day gets a bad rap. And I'm saying that not in the perspective of already being in a relationship, but like, because I used to hate Valentine's Day. I used to hate the concept of like getting flowers and stuff like that because I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I was being petty.
Yes,
But you don't have to show love with
in a romantic way. It doesn't have to be with a partner. It can be with your friends.
Remember when our parents used to give us Valentine's Day stuffies?
Yes. Our parents used to give us Valentine's Day stuffies when we were kids, and that was cute,
That was
honestly.
so sweet.
Maybe we should get our parents some Valentine's
They don't
Day
watch this.
presents. Yeah, they don't. So, we're gonna plan on something for our parents. And then, yeah, I guess even if you're not with someone, give love to yourself, to your friends, to your family.
Buy yourself a bouquet. You don't need a guy or a
buy
girl
yourself some chocolate
to get you something, or
Yeah.
you don't need anyone to get you gifts. Get yourself a gift.
Yeah.
Spend that paycheck.
Splurge. Like, honestly, like, I love
would.
Valentine's Day because I get to love, like, anyone and everyone, including myself. So, and Valentine's Day shouldn't be the only day that you show love.
Good job.
You should
I was
always
thinking
show
of that
love
too.
every day, no matter what, because that's just what good people do. So,
Love is a powerful thing.
love is a choice.
Love is a
You
choice.
choose to love even if you don't want to, because that's just how life is, and that's what we as humans crave. We just want to be loved. So
I give.
yeah. Okay, anyway, so
We've run out of hot chocolate.
Yes, oh, did we? Oh, shoot. I only had 1 cup.
Oh.
Anyway, so what is your drink of the week?
Oh, shoot. My drink of the week? My drink of the week is... Shoot. Oh! Mango smoothie.
Oh, why?
A
Did you have a mango smoothie this week?
On Friday, I had a mango smoothie. I know, it's just like the end of the week.
Yeah.
But that was... Do you remember... I think they sell... I know, really fast. You're in the Philippines, they would sell like these little bag frozen things of like chocolate. You know, like what Tita made?
Yes.
Like, and you remember. Like, you freeze
it's the mango one.
It's the mango one. It is exactly like that, and it hit me with so much nostalgia, but I couldn't tell it to anyone because John wouldn't understand.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember. I know that taste. I know the taste of it.
Yeah, that's my drink of the week.
My drink of the week is going to be... Shoot, I didn't even think of this myself.
Exactly.
But it would probably have to be Gold Peak. If you know, you know. You probably don't know what it is, but it's like a tea, like an iced tea. And my student actually got me into it. He got me a Gold Peak drink, like a while. Yeah, it's like a brewed tea. Like it's kind
this
of
one.
Yeah, you find it in a bottle. And I love it. I had it last week because my student had gifted me one for Valentine's Day. It was so cute because he knew that I love Gold Peak. And Gold Peak is top tier. I think it's one of the best. Like,
what kind of
iced
tea
teas.
is it?
It's like there's like different kinds. Like the one that I get is like the regular one.
Oh, okay, not the sweet tea.
I think it's I don't know. But anyway, that's my favorite. That's my drink of the week.
Never heard
All
of
right.
that before.
So I think that concludes the episode.
Number 2.
We really hope you guys liked the first episode. I know we were boring. At least I felt like I was boring, but I'm going to try to be more animated, I feel like. But also, that's just not me.
I'm going to try my best not to segue.
Yeah, we segue too much. But,
Sorry. Sorry.
But yeah, that's the episode. We hope you like it. And cheers to love.
An empty glass.
Empty glass. This is bad
no,
luck. This is
I
actually bad luck.
spilled.
That's okay. Come on.
It's spilled on my
The
sheets.
show must go on.
My sheets.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Happy
Happy
Valentine's.
Day.